Journalists in Nepal have launched another protest. They have put down their pens, cameras and microphones. Reporters meant to be gathering news are on hunger strike. Journalists are themselves calling for boycott of newspapers. The broader goal of all these movements is to promote open dialogue and safeguard democracy and pluralism by ensuring the media's independence and accountability. Until 1990, journalists in Nepal could work in a fairly secure environment. 22 years later, Nepal ranks 7th in the list of countries where journalism has become an unsafe profession. According to the Federation of Nepali Journalists, FNJ, 32 journalists have lost their lives on account of their work. Journalists are increasingly threatened or attacked for having published or broadcast certain news. Khilanath Dhakal works as a journalist in Viratnagar, a town in eastern Nepal. On 1 June 2011, he wrote about the gunfire incident that took place in a court in Viratnagar. The report got published, but this nearly cost Dhakal his life.
भागेर मात्रै मैले ज्यान जोगाएको भाग्न सफल भएर मात्रै यदि भाग्न सफल नभए उनीहरुको कब्जामा 15 मिनेट जति म रहेको थिएँ भने म यसै भन्न सक्दिनँ थिए आफ्नो ज्यान यसै भन्न सक्ने स्थिति थिएन.
An FIR was registered with the police against the group that attacked him. Various political parties, the Prime Minister and the Home Minister pledged to take action against the perpetrators. But the main culprit did not even get arrested. Far from it, youths from the political party to which he was affiliated openly threatened to attack him again.
स्थानीय समाजमा बसेर निर्भीक पत्रकारिता गर्दाखेरि आउने अवरोधको पछिल्लो घटना मात्रै हाम्रो खिलनाथ ढकाल माथि परेको सांघातिक हमला हो.
In the past, there had been sporadic attacks on the media, but the trend escalated during the peak of the Maoist conflict. In 2003, when the armed conflict was at its peak, journalist Gyanendra Khadka was killed in Sindhupalchok. 8 years on, the trend that began in Sindhupalchok continues. The period after 1 February 2005, when the then king seized power, was the most challenging for Nepali media. Major restrictions imposed on the media were eventually lifted thanks to the provisions guaranteeing freedom of speech in the 1990 Constitution. However, to this day, journalism remains an unsafe profession. The Second People's Movement, led by the political parties and civil society, gained new momentum after it received powerful support from the media. The media relentlessly mobilized public opinion at a time when the energy of the political parties was starting to wane. This led to the restoration of democracy in April 2006. Despite many challenges, the 1990 Constitution provided a strong basis for journalists to speak out and safeguard the pluralism of the media. This allowed the free press to stay live.
त्यो संवैधानिक व्यवस्था थियो, त्यसकारणले के हुन पुग्यो भन्दाखेरि सर्वोच्च अदालतले व्याख्या गर्न सजिलो भयो र हामीले त्यो व्याख्या गराउन सफल भयौं र सञ्चार गृहहरूको माध्यमबाट जनताले सुसूचित हुने अवसर पाएर यो सम्पूर्ण राजाले जुन चाहिँ निरङ्कुशतातर्फ उन्मुख भइराखेका थिए त्यसमा उनी पराजय भए.
Now the Constituent Assembly is drafting the new constitution.
संवैधानिक बन्दोबस्तको रूपमा फन्डामेन्टल राइटकै रूपमा त्यो उनीको अधिकार हो भनेरै भनिदिनुपर्छ भन्ने व्यवस्था चाहिँ वास्तवमा अहिले गर्न खोजिएको रहेछ. मलाई लाग्छ त्यो मेरो विचारमा अहिलेको बेलामा हामीले संविधान लेखन गरिरहँदा एउटा उपयुक्त व्यवस्था नै गर्न गइरहेको छ.
The public sees the media as a reliable source of information. The media brings out both positive and negative aspects of society into the open. It has an important role in guiding policymakers, politicians and ordinary people in the right direction.
पत्रकारहरूले सम्पादकीय दायरा कार्यक्रम बनाएर बोलेर मात्रै पुग्दैन, भौतिक रूपमा एउटा प्रदर्शन गर्नलाई चाहिँ सडकमा पुग्नुपर्छ। यस्ता विडम्बनापूर्ण अवस्थाहरू हामीले थेगिरहँदाखेरि चाहिँ समाजसँग हाम्रो गुनासो कहिलेकाहीँ के हुने गर्छ भने होइन नि, वास्तवमा पत्रकारिता एउटा त्यसको कम्पोनेन्ट, एउटा अंश मात्रै हो। त्यसले गर्दा यी माध्यमको रक्षाका लागि त समाज अगाडि आइदिनु पर्थ्यो नि भन्ने हामीलाई लाग्छ।
A society trying to rebuild peace after a violent, decade-long armed conflict. Uma Singh, a journalist who worked for a public radio station, committed to addressing the causes of conflict and shaping public opinion in favor of lasting peace.
रेडियो टुडे गर्न प्रस्तुति कार्यक्रम अजब गजब लक हम आई सबक रेडियो सखी उमा आदैन हम आसकी सांगीतिक सहयात्री गायत्री प्रस्तुति बदलछि।
On 17th December 2008, Uma Singh, who worked at Radio Today station in Janakpur in central Tarai, was brutally murdered by a gang in her own room.
त्यस्तो अवस्थामा पनि उमाले जसरी यो क्षेत्रलाई रोजेर जुन साहस देखायो त्यो सबै महिलाले त के पुरुषले पनि गर्न सक्ने अवस्था छैन।
Uma Singh was a woman journalist from the Tarai Madhes. She spoke out against injustices through radio and newspapers. She wanted to raise the awareness of Madhesi women. Uma, who was fearless by nature, mobilized public opinion against social malpractices and inequalities through newspapers and radio. This cost her her life. The incident seriously affected the media in Janakpur. Journalism was now seen as a dangerous profession. Those who attacked journalists were not brought to book. Journalists were forced to think twice before reporting anything. This inadvertently led to self-censorship. Uma's female colleagues were pressured by their families to quit this profession.
धेरै सहकर्मी साथी उमा दिदीलाई त्यस्तो भयो, तल पनि त्यस्तो नहोला भन्न सकिन्न, बरु छोड्दे यो पेशा भनेर चाहिँ एकचोटि एकदम दबाब चाहिँ दिनुभयो के घरबाट।
कतै मनमा कतै छ त्यो कुराहरू हैन, जसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ केही अलिकति च्यालेन्जिङ रिपोर्टिङ गर्छु भन्ने बित्तिकै अलिकति फेरि यो घटनाले सम्झाइहाल्ने हैन।
Those who took journalist Khilanath Takal away that night were his own friends. They exploited his trust and put his life in danger. Some time before this, a similar incident was about to take place in the Pathari market, also in Morang. Throughout the month of January and February 2011, journalist Arjun Rai received death threats through text messages on his mobile.
हत्या हुन ढिलो भएकोले अहिलेसम्म बाँचिस, अब हत्या आइसक्यो, हामी तेरो चाहिँ हत्याको समय कुरिरहेछौँ, त्यो समय पर्खिरहेछौँ, त्यो मिलाइरहेछौँ हत्या गर्ने भन्नेसम्मको आए। अनि एकदम आतंकित बनाउने टाइपको, अब दायाँ बायाँ हेरेर हिँड, कुनै पनि बेला मर्छस्, यो टाइपको एसएमएसहरू आयो।
He found out the phone belonged to his friend and fellow journalist Bibek Bhattarai. Bibek admitted it was him, but Rai does not believe that Bibek alone could have been involved in this. Those who attack journalists never come to the fore. The same thing happened in Sukhad, a small bazaar in Kailali district in the far western region.
तेरो समाचार लेख्ने हात यिनै हुन् भनेर पुरा यी हातका 8 वटा औँला पर्दै यसरी बिलेटले चिरेर अनि पुरा ब्लड बगेपछि हात चिरे त जस्ता कयौंलाई हामीले खतम गरिसकेका छौं। तर यो भनेको हाम्रो सजेसन मात्रै हो। अब आइन्दा यस्ता समाचार लेखिस् भने तैले अनि तेरो सिधै घाँटी काट्ने हो भन्यो।
Sushil informed FNJ Kailali about the incident. He filed an FIR against those who threatened him, but he was eventually forced to reach a compromise. Families of slain journalists such as Uma Singh of Janakpur and Birendra Shah of Bara have yet to get justice.
जब एउटा पत्रकारलाई एउटा सञ्चारकर्मीमाथि भएको ज्यादतीको घटनामा राम्ररी अनुसन्धान हुँदैन, अभियुक्तहरू पक्राउ पर्दैनन्, पक्राउ परे पनि तिनलाई चाहिँ कारबाहीको प्रक्रियामा लगिदैन अथवा कारबाहीको प्रक्रियामा लगेर जेलसम्म पुगेका छन् भने पनि मुद्दा फिर्ता लिएर तिनलाई छोड्ने काम गरिन्छ भने यस्तो प्रक्रिया हुनेबित्तिकै प्रेस त आफै असुरक्षित भइगयो नि।
On the one hand, Nepali media is struggling to create a safe environment for journalists. On the other hand, it is facing criticisms on account of journalists who violate media ethics and the code of conduct of journalists. There is a lack of basic knowledge about journalism and a tendency to seek quick popularity. For this reason, not only older journalists, but even newcomers in the profession are starting to feel insecure. They feel the public does not respect them. One of the factors behind this is the inadequate services and facilities provided by the media houses.
अहिलेको अवस्थामा श्रमजीवी पत्रकार ऐन कार्यान्वयन गर्नका लागि मोटामोटी तीनटा पक्ष चाहिँ महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन् जस्तो लाग्दछ। एउटा के छ भने एउटा सरकार आफै हो पहिलो पक्ष, अर्को चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि श्रमजीवी पत्रकारहरू दोस्रो पक्ष, र तेस्रो पक्ष भनेको के छ भन्दाखेरि सम्बन्धित मिडिया हाउसहरू।
Journalism and mass communication schools have cropped up everywhere. Despite this, there is a dearth of capable human resources in the media.
जनताले बढी आशा गरिरहेका छ हैन, अनि यो दक्षताले गर्दा त्यति आशालाई पूरा गर्ने शक्ति प्राप्त भइरहेको छैन। त्यसैले अदक्षता समस्या छ।
समाजमा अहिले पनि भौगोलिक हिसाबमा पिछडिएको वर्ग, महिला, जनजाति, दलित, त्यसै गरी क्षेत्रीय हिसाबमा चाहिँ मधेसको मुद्दालाई अथवा मधेसको व्यक्तिलाई चाहिँ समाचारमा वास्ता गरिन, कोट गरिन भन्दा चाहिँ एउटा वर्गले त ती सञ्चार माध्यममा थ्रेट नै नगर्लान्, तर ती सञ्चार माध्यमले आकर्षण त गर्न सकेका छैन नि त।
There are certain things that every journalist must know. A journalist is accountable to society. If he cannot achieve a balance between his rights and his duties, he will be the first victim of the resulting problems. If a media outlet publishes or broadcasts false news or commits defamation against someone, then one can seek redress through legal measures.
प्रेस काउन्सिलले भौतिक दण्ड दिँदैन। प्रेस काउन्सिलको न्याय गर्ने प्रक्रिया नै के हुन्छ भने सुधार उन्मुख हुन्छ। न्याय दिने अर्को पक्ष भनेको त पत्रकार अथवा मिडिया इन्स्टिट्युसन हो नि। उनीहरू यति अटेर गरेर बस्छन्, यति अटेर गरेर बस्छन् कि प्रेस काउन्सिलको चिठीको जवाफ पनि दिन जरुरी ठान्दैन।
मलाई यो धम्की वा आक्रमण म पत्रकार नै भएको कारणले आएको हो भन्ने उहाँहरूको भनाइ हुने, तर अर्कोतर्फ त्यो जसले आक्रमण गरेको छ त्यो पीडक पक्ष छ। अब त्यो पीडक पक्षसँगको कुरो चाहिँ सुन्दाखेरि पत्रकारिता बाहेक कहिलेकाहीँ व्यक्तिगत आचरणको कुरो, व्यक्तिगत सम्बन्धको कुरो, व्यक्तिगत रिसिभीको कुरोले पनि त्यस्तो आक्रमण चाहिँ आएको अवस्था देखिँदो रहेछ।
The rising trend of impunity in Nepal has started to show its effects on the media as well.
मैले किन इन डेप्थमा गएर चाहिँ खोजी समाचार लेख्ने? मैले त्यो लेखेँ भने मेरो सुरक्षा कसले गर्छ यदि त्यो समाचारकै कारण म असुरक्षित भएँ भन्ने सेल्फ सेन्सरशिप चाहिँ पत्रकारहरूले आफैले बढाउनु जुन चाहिँ सुरक्षासँग जोडिँदो रहेछ।
नागरिक समाजले जुन यो मिडिया के हो, मिडियाले अलिकति क्रिटिकली हेर्नुपर्ने जुन दृष्टिकोण राख्नुपर्ने हो त्यो चाहिँ भइरहेको छैन।
It is difficult to safeguard freedom of the press amid corruption, poverty, and an atmosphere of fear. Nepali media is struggling to guarantee press freedom amid all these challenges. Apart from journalists, media houses, and the state, even the public needs to stay alert to make journalism a safe profession.
अहिलेको संक्रमण कालको चाहिँ एक प्रकारको अन्त नदेखेसम्म चाहिँ पत्रकारहरूमाथि हुने शारीरिक हमला चाहिँ नागरिक समाजले जतिसुकै हल्ला गरे पनि अन्त भइला जस्तो मलाई लाग्दैन।
कसरी विश्वसनीयता बढाउन सक्छौं, तथ्यपरक एउटा चाहिँ रिपोर्टिङ कसरी लिएर आउन सक्छौं र यही कारणले हुने प्रकारका जुन थ्रेटहरू त्यसलाई कसरी मिनिमाइज गर्न सकिन्छ ताकि हामीले स्वच्छ एउटा मिडिया एरिया, मिडिया फिल्ड नै अलिकति स्वच्छ तरिकासँग चाहिँ हेर्न सक्ने कसरी बनाउन सक्छौं भन्नेमा चाहिँ हामी अहिले कार्यरत छौं।
Nepali media has completed 113 years of service and made itself an integral part of society. Journalism in Nepal is growing at a rapid pace. Although it is heading in a positive direction, many challenges remain. If the risks faced by journalists are not minimized in time, it will have a detrimental effect on Nepali media and consequently on Nepali society.